outline where I'm walking right here. This is where one of the walls of the fence was. I put a stake in here to indicate where it turns. I put another stake over there where I believe the end of that fence line is. I kind of lose it off in there. It's really hard to follow. But for sure, when you look around, you'll see stones that obviously have been set up upright. In 1900, when Solomon Webster, who at that point was an elderly man who married into the family, when he was interviewed by a local paper, the Connecticut Current, he talked about there being 100 people buried here. I think that maybe that was an exaggeration, but I bet you there are 50 buried here.
Including Molly and James.
Including Molly and James, according to everything that we know. Molly and James and the first few generations of descendants who lived here are buried here. Not all of the kids. There's another community called Danbury Quarter, where one of the daughters, Maribah, who married this guy, Isaac Jacqueline, who was, in fact, of African descent. They moved out of the community. They're not buried here. They're probably buried. Some of their descendants, anyhow, are buried in this other place called Danbury Quarter, which is another one of these sort of hidden communities in the woods.
Where's that at?
That's in Winstead.
Do you know, is Hannah here?
To my no, Hannah is. I've got
She's
Hannah's.
off in New York, right?
Yeah, she's up in Horse Neck, New York. I think I gave you guys the tombstone paper. Her and Reuben are buried up there. We found their burial ground, but it's about ready to be decimated by tractors and loggers. They were right there. So Cookie told me I can have the stones if I wanted the stones because they're broken. They're up against a tree. So I thought about getting them and bringing them back here and just, having them here at Barkhamsted because I don't know what else to do with them. I'm not going to, it's part of this community.
Are the stones still in place?
No, they're busted. They're up against a tree.
Society that can be contacted. There have to be legal remedies, but you have to be there in order to make sure the legal remedies are